Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a very specific, honestly pretty intense snapshot in time, July 18th, 2026. If you were looking at the front pages that day, you were met with a truly chaotic global news cycle. We're talking international conflicts reaching a boiling point, unprecedented natural disasters, and some really fascinating domestic milestones. So we're going to make sense of all this noise. We'll organize the facts straight from the day's reports, helping us grasp exactly what was happening around the globe and right here at home.
Okay, let's dive into this. Today's snapshot covers three main areas. 1. Global geopolitical flashpoints. 2. Extreme weather and disasters. And 3. Notable national news. Section 1. Global geopolitical flashpoints. Escalating conflicts in July 2026. Now, on this particular day, two major simultaneous geopolitical crises were unfolding exactly as reported. On one front, the United States and Iran were actually exchanging strikes over the highly strategic Strait of Hormuz. The situation was literally described as blowing past red lines, lurching right back toward all-out war. Meanwhile, over in Eastern Europe, a Ukrainian drone attack on Russian regions left 7 people killed and more than 50 wounded. You've got two massive stress tests for the international community unfolding at the exact same time. Section 2. Extreme weather and disasters. A continent and globe battling the elements.
5,000. That is the staggering, just massive death toll reported from a series of devastating earthquakes down in Venezuela. It was undoubtedly the most tragic headline of the day. It serves as a stark, heartbreaking reminder of the sheer scale and suddenness of natural disasters, leaving an entire nation mourning thousands of lost lives.
And this brilliantly illustrates how North America was simultaneously battling extreme elements and unexpected health crises on totally different fronts. Down in the Texas Hill Country, communities were facing severe floods, which actually put their brand new warning systems to the ultimate test, just 1 year after a previous deadly disaster there. Meanwhile, up in Michigan, they were dealing with a completely different kind of crisis, a health emergency. Officials were tracking a record surge in cyclospora illnesses, and they were eyeing lettuce as the possible culprit. And physically covering half the country from the U.S. Midwest all the way to the East Coast, heavy smoke from wildfires was literally darkening the skies. 3 distinct regions dealing with 3 entirely different crises.
Which brings us to Section 3, Notable National News. Snapshots from across the United States.
Starting off, our national news was a major shock to the political landscape. The headlines reported the sudden passing of Senator Lindsey Graham. The news specifically noted the medical cause of his death, describing it as a fast-killing emergency known as an aortic tear.
Elsewhere, the domestic landscape saw huge shakeups, from the environment right down to consumer safety. Former President Trump moved to shrink 2 national monuments out in Utah, representing a major environmental policy shift. At the exact same time, consumer safety took center stage because Subaru had to issue a massive recall. We're talking over 500,000 SUVs, simply due to incorrect weight rating labels. But hey, the day also brought some much-needed hope. An experimental Alzheimer's drug was showing real promise for researchers hunting for new treatments. While on the accountability front, a Utah boarding school officially lost its license following abuse claims brought forward by Paris Hilton regarding her time there as a teenager.
Okay, let's pivot the mood completely for a second. $50 million. That is the staggering, record-breaking price tag paid at auction by a mystery winner for a T-Rex skeleton affectionately nicknamed Gus. No way, right? Just an absolute milestone in the world of paleontology and high-stakes auctions.
Finally, amidst all the global conflict, natural disasters, and high-stakes national news, I really want to ground this day in a slice of everyday Americana. Up in Petersburg, Alaska, the local scene was vibrant and celebratory. The reports from the day showed residents forming massive crowds, lining the downtown streets to take part in a classic 4th of July parade. You know, it's a brilliant reminder that even on the most chaotic news days, everyday community life and celebration just march on.
So what does this all mean? When you look at this incredible cross-section of a single day, with global conflicts escalating in Eastern Europe and the Middle East, extreme weather and health crises truly testing our limits, and major shifts happening in our domestic landscape, how will the events of July 18, 2026 ripple out and shape the headlines of tomorrow? It's like a giant puzzle we're still piecing together. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember to keep questioning the news around you.